Lauren Gorgo, 2012, Think with Your Heart. January 10, 2012. We would first like to offer you a sincere welcome and congratulations. We are your friends from home, but closer than ever in thought vibration, and we welcome you to the arrival of your destination point, 2012. There are so many profound and delightful changes before you. Pleiadian High Council love takes the lead, so we finally made it to the promised land. Of course, we don't really have a solid idea of what that means yet, mostly because we will have to create it, but the point is that together, we made it to what will prove to be the most pivotal year in human history. For those of you who have been consciously working to love yourselves back together, specifically and intensively since 1999, when the wheels started to come off, you are the new world teachers, guides, way showers and bridgers. For this group, 2012 promises to be amazing in one extraordinary way. Love is FINALLY in first place and here to support you to the fullest. The ability and freedom to lead with love is the ultimate, the be-all, and all, and what we have worked so tirelessly for. To finally get out of our heads and fully into our hearts is what we all signed up for, sacrificed for, lived on our couches, faced every inner demon for. Love was always the goal. Each breath of truth we willing drew was to fan the divine, God, spark, to ignite the sacred threefold flame within our heart space, so that all our choices and intentions come from love and not fear. This is the freedom we earned, and the light we now inhabit will effectively illuminate every dark corner of the world. Head to heart, we are coming forth on the ray of love, a ray that you will become very familiar with this year, and we would like to extend a loving embrace to all those at the helm of new humanity. Leading with love will change so much about our lives this year that by the end of 2012, our past may be unrecognizable. We are stepping into the universal flow, and many are already experiencing the rapidity by which synchronicity attraction is now happening, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. The quickening that is resulting from our liberation from linear time means that the time lapse between thinking and feeling no longer or barely exists, which also means the time lapse between what we feel and what we attract is instantaneous. This is both liberating and startling, depending on the amount of clearing work we have done, but one thing is certain: this year we will know, without a shadow of a doubt, where love is still needed in our lives. The main message of the PHC for 2012 is that we can no longer rely on our mental processing alone to sustain us. There is a new, love, dynamic now in place that everyone, whether consciously or not, will have to abide by. To those contributing to the collective growth and evolution of the planet, we say this your time has come. There is a new energetic in place, and one that is only supported by love-based intentions. Those at the forefront, those who have been diligent and steadfast in embodying love, are now in position to reclaim stewardship of the planet. No longer will the forces of evil be upheld, for the new constitution of Earth is love. PHCTHIS is why it is now imperative to think with your heart, because only our hearts contain the intelligence to operate optimally here with the speed, accuracy and frequency required to function in 5D, in the new Earth. Our mental facilities are now fully governed by the intelligence of the heart, which means we will be capable of way less if we try to use our thinking minds alone, without the inspiration of our heart's desire. Every action, everything we think and do must come from love, and not fear, to be fully supported by the energies here. Thinking with our brains is like shooting blanks now, whereby thinking with our hearts will be like shooting stars. When we harmonize into the flow of life from what feels right, from what is calling us, from what is or wants to be, then we will be supported by the cosmos to accomplish a myriad of tasks effortlessly, with brilliance, and in a very short period of time. Likewise, when we resist the flow and try to impose our own will against the will of the divine, like with a deadline for example, we will thwart the magic and create unnecessary suffering. This dynamic is why so much around us will come crashing down this year, because the majority of the world is run from the head brain independently of, devoid of, love, spirit, oneness. But for those who truly think with their hearts and allow their feelings to animate the imagination and fuel every choice, miracles can be accomplished. This is what 2012 will prove to us. Abundance abounds. Anyone who embodies love, who proposes love-based solutions for the planet and all those beings upon her, will meet great success. Success in terms of fulfillment, of freedom, of joy, of abundance and abounding radiant blessings. PHCTHIS is the year when all the proposed solutions to bringing our planetary systems to the next level will be met with great cosmic support, and all those who have sustained the visions of the future and held the pristine memories of home will be given the divine flow of perpetual grace to physicalize those visions of love. This year we begin to live our purpose, out loud, and finally make manifest the creations we have envisaged for what seems like forever. We say this not to suggest that those who are reading this will not have the support of the universe without these visions, just that those structures that need to be implemented will meet the forces of manifestation with great rapidity due to overwhelming collective desire. PHCWE are coming together in sacred unions and group resonances that will aid us in fulfilling our higher passions, purpose and potential, and together, we will unite as a soul collective to uphold and fortify our visions to create, build and maintain the structures of New Earth for Phase 2 of Ascension 1 that will likely take many years to complete. We will continue to exist between worlds, 3D and 5D, for a while, using the fourth dimension as the bridge between the two, so the Pleiadian suggests a need to be more discerning with our energy and opportunities in order to maintain a sense of equilibrium during a potentially stressful time on the planet, especially for those 4D bridgers working with more of the masses and those people yet to choose love. A special note to healers. The PHC mentioned that those who do healing work will need to be extra vigilant in maintaining boundaries. Now for those of you with active roles of service and healing, we say this: stand your ground with regard to who you lend your energy to. There will be increasing forces of ill will trying to penetrate the earth plane, and healers will be an easy target due to their giving nature. Discernment and awareness will serve you well. 12 and 13. The Pleiadians share that there is great vibrational significance of the numbers 12 and 13 that will be very prevalent this year. They mention the completion of our 12-year initiation discipleship. Think, 12 apostles, 12 sons of Jacob, 12 tribes, etc., which actively began in 1999, the beginning of the galactic 8th wave according to Mayans. We are now in our 13th year of transformation. Mayan cycles move in 13-year rotations, the resonance of which ends begins a whole cycle of human experience. We have also activated our 12-strand DNA/12th dimensional blueprint bodies, which is what marks the true beginning of Christed consciousness on the planet. Another interesting tidbit that I recently garnered from the PHC is that those who have completed the reconnection of their 12th dimensional blueprint are undergoing the activation of the 13th strand of DNA this year, which they refer to as the strand of love. I talk more about this in an upcoming program that I am soon to publish online. Apparently, our 12th dimensional blueprint bodies were activated on the recent 12/12 Stargate, and the 13th strand, which I interpret as an overlay of our 12, was activated on the solstice and will continue to ripple through us in waves until the December solstice of 2012. The PHC say that the solstice point is what triggered the activation and transition from discipleship to mastership for those at the forefront. Fascinatingly, the Unseens also throw in that Jesus the Christ, consciousness, was the 13th apostle, and of course there is also that newly revealed 13th zodiac sign, Ophiuchus, which I definitely pronounce esophagus, floating around in space. And remember what Britt Martin from CosmicPath.com shared regarding the new Cosmic Astrology registered trademark in the October 6/11 energy update? The way we see it in Cosmic Astrology registered trademark is the person is the center of the chart and each sign of the zodiac is an aspect of consciousness within our own energy field. The zodiac is literally within us, projected out like a hologram. We are the 13th element. Think of a body standing in the center of a birth chart or the cosmic clock, in cosmic astrology, and the house cusps are like wheel spokes connecting us to the signs. This is getting fun. 555. The PHC are also showing me that in addition to the underlying 12 and 13 energies this year, much of our focus will be on the triple fives. 2012 is, in numerology, a 5-year opening round bracket. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. 2012 is the year we engage the energies of the fifth dimension. 2012 is the year we fully open, activate, master the fifth throat chakra. 5 is a big number. It's all about transformation, freedom, change, honest expression, communication. As a life path 5, I am pretty familiar with this energy, and so I know one thing for sure: this will not be a boring year. We are in for quite an expansive, and even unexpected, lineup of events. In 5D, the combined and purified energy of the heart and throat speaks to our ability to express our truth with the voice of love, so this will be an important year to live authentically, with integrity, and while nurturing a new and unprecedented ability to express ourselves. Those of pure heart resonance will undoubtedly be called forth to speak their truth to the outside world. In fact, people all over the world will likely feel compelled to take actions that support the soul's voice this year, seemingly unable to hold back or remain silenced any longer. When our voice is in total alignment with our authentic core truth, we can engage in the fifth dimensional energies and successfully leave behind the dense, heavy gravity of 3D, duality and causal creation. This year, New Age teachings will become more widely accepted by mainstream thinkers, so those who are involved in communications will be called to service in new and/or bigger ways. There are many who are poised at this venture to take on more public roles, and together, those in fields of conscious communication, writing, speaking, media, music, art, publishing, etc. will collectively become the voice of new humanity. For this group, the rewards will be vast for your well-intended efforts, but the PHC say that the challenge will be to continually rise with the benevolent forces of the cosmos to circumvent any reactions of public fear. Apparently, this will be a kind of monumental undertaking, but one that they say will seem effortless under the command of love. Those who are on the front line of service to humanity by way of speaking, writing, or any form of communication, your time to infiltrate more of the masses is now. As you make your way into more sects of society, you will notice an increase in demand for your gifts, talents, and services as people become more open and willing to accept new thoughts and ideologies. We suggest that you fortify your every communication with the resonance of universal love to eliminate undue fear, and the far reaches of your work will create a ripple of transcendence that will affect all of Earth and humanity in a positive,